What is up, ladies and gentlemen? In this scripting tutorial, I'm going to be showing and teaching you guys about functions inside of Roblox Studio. Let's get right into it by going over to server script service right here and opening up the script that we have from the previous episodes. And I'm going to show you a little bit about what a function is. If you really think about it, a function is like a mini program within a larger program, such as this script, or a mini script you could say. It encapsulates a group of instructions or statements that accomplish a particular job or solve a specific problem. Functions can take some input, process it according to the defined instructions, and may produce some output or result. We also name them, which makes them much easier to use and refer to and execute throughout our code. So let's go through how we actually make and use a function. So first off, we need to define a function. In order to do that, we write the keyword function. After that, we give it a name. Functions are kind of like variables in the same way as we name them. Once again, you can't start a function name with any numbers at all. You can't do that. That has to be starting with either an underscore or a string of text to like print hello, something like that. You can name it whatever you want to. I'm going to name it print hello, and then we follow the name with parentheses. So we're going to be talking about parameters a little later. Those are the values that go inside of the parentheses here, but for now we're going to skip past them. And if you press enter after your function right here, you'll notice that it automatically puts an end block right here. The end keyword right here defines the end of a function. So in between this, we can write code, and that'll be the code inside of our function. So since this function is named print hello, I'm going to write the words print hello world, just like this. So we have a function right here that will run print hello world. And now there's something interesting about functions, is that if we were to run this, nothing would happen inside the output. And we can test this by going to the view tab and clicking on the output button. That'll open up the output for us. After that, click on the big blue button and click on run inside the home tab. You can see nothing is printing out in the output, but that's because we haven't actually called the function just yet. As we stated earlier, functions are kind of like a mini script inside of the script. However, we need to call that function in order to execute the code inside of it. So how we call a function is we simply just put its name followed by a pair of parentheses. So we just say print hello right here, and the parentheses should automatically follow unless you put parentheses there yourself. And this will execute that function. This will run the function, and then up here, this is the function right here. So if we click on run now, you'll see that inside of the output, it will print hello world because we called our function this time. So that's a basic function that we use. You can even put variables inside of your function. We can put local variables right here, and we can just name this local number 1 will be equal to 25, and local number 2 will be equal to 10, something like this. And let's just get rid of this print hello world and instead write print number 1 plus number 2. And so if we run this function right here, we just click on the run button, you'll see inside the output it will put both of those variables together and will give us 35. Another thing we can do with functions is that functions can accept parameters. And parameters are really just values you pass to the function to use within it. Let's just get rid of these variables inside of the function. And inside of these parentheses right here for our print hello function, we're going to write number 1, comma, and then number 2. So these are the two parameters that we're putting inside of our function. We have the number 1 and the number 2. And right now, if we were to run this, it would print nil, or it would give us an error, just like this, because we can't add anything to nil. So instead, what we do is right here inside of these parentheses, we can write 15 for the first number, and then for number 2, let's put that same 25 as from earlier. And when we do this, the 15 will take the place of number 1, and the 25 will take the place of number 2. They're basically just variables that we can use inside of our function, basically. So when you run the game, you can see we get those added together, and that all works perfectly fine. And you don't have to do just numbers. If I were to change these numbers over here to name, right here. And let's get rid of the parentheses, and not parentheses, but the parameters inside of this calling right here. And instead of printing number 1 and number 2, let's use some string concatenation. We're going to print hello space dot dot name dot dot exclamation point, just like this. So what this is going to do is if we put a name inside of here, like in a string or so, let's put Bob as the name. So what's going to happen is that Bob is now the name parameter right here. So it's going to say hello Bob inside of our function. As you can see, it says hello Bob right there. And this is just a very basic way to use functions and a very basic way to cover parameters, but we'll be learning more and more about functions and parameters and more advanced ways to use this concept in later episodes. So make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. I'll see you in the next video.